na Adofonso Emra. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, and I think we're also live on TikTok, right? And I'm going for TikTok on count. Munyan quick and I feel funny man count on him. And they about the nearby. Yaba the nearby. Oh, but what about online quadia? Mammy who's all represented, or drop emoji back with me who's all represented here, and I acquaint him. In a more professional and digital way. And I started stream there a little bit late. Say a drew weekend Saturday. Yeah, a couple of friends say football matches. Me the Kadishaman and I answered a football season in Babe started. I think that was right after the Club World Cup and mom who's a football season started. Yeah. We might have to take or switch push back the Street is watching editorial and I said for the culture, Sundays we have to push it back a bit. So you start to say the question just because of what we told you about, because we know that we have a lot of people who are also interested in this content and also interested in watching football. We just don't want to mix it up, So when we see a trade this time around now is because we want to allow fans that are intersect between yang and football to enjoy both. Personally, I'm also a big football fan. And I'm about Manchester City. Hoodie, I just say jacket. We friend windbreaker. My bomb windbreaker. No nyasem ketwa. It's all because he celebrated Man City win and against Arsenal. 1-goal defeat. Of course, taking you around the world. 1-1. Me fat. 1-1. I'm Pampa Martinelli in the last one. Oh, damn. Never sent 1-0. Like 1-0, Susan can lose better. But anyway, taking around the world, especially with respect to football. Yeah, Barcelona fans, and so we are celebrating tonight. It's a 3-0, win. I mean, it's nothing unusual. See, I three crowd these days after they are baffled. What support to team? Team I support to be. I'm sure. Come into the comment section. Let me know how you feel about the team and their performance during the week. If say so, when you swap, I mean, Bashir Abdul Mahmoud, I drop a fire emoji. Massive shouts going out to Abu Bakar Yusuf. Also, if the first person, also the first person online. What Mr. Waba, they drop a fire emojis now for you starting the fire. We're live from our studios here in Ghana. And Yabasi the nearby, and I'll touch on my first story. Now, first story I may touch on. Let me touch on. I think I was about to do the diplomatic passport thing, but let me touch on Drogba before I do the diplomatic thing. So okay, and I said so. We share channel we there. You have seen a session that I did with Mr. John Piazza, also known as Drogba of YOLO fame. Say. O share channel we dia me sure so a particular for the culture session that I did with him is an hour conversation, and my brother was able to sit with me throughout and detail some of the most excruciating details, and as I go into detail some of the things that he goes through on a daily basis, and the most controversial part of who yarena aboni that is his miraculous healing. I call so I war sorry bako I war and can say now going through it because I've already done an editorial on it. Medical editorial on Drogba issue no. Now editorial me nejina de bako so. It was not about faith. It was not about religion, but it was plain. I wouldn't say common sense, and I say because I mean people on the other side might think it's a medidio matter, but it was just plain concern, and I'm raising here. Me being somebody who is raised in a house of religion and faith, I believe everything is possible when it comes to religion. I believe everything is possible when it comes to the Almighty. I believe in the existence of the Creator. Do you know why? Because creation. Once there is creation, then there is a Creator. unless we are all not Christian, unless human beings here and car body, unless a moanya body, Sasania money Sanya body, dia, yo, then we're good. Then you can say, there's no creator. Neviasano, a free boom in a peer. To say the scientists be or atheists from atheists. I'm person much say, oh, I mean the evolution, nipa ba, there's nothing like creation. Maybe you don't believe in that, but I come from a religious home, so I believe that. Najia me just didn't know. And Mami Jidi said there can be miracles that can transform a person who is moving from one direction to the other through unconventional means. And when you have a friend miracle, like it defeats every single law, it defeats every single principle, it defeats everything. And untino ubeti my friend a miracle, meme just had the because I'm coming from a background that is religious. With that being said, ye sansem ni nyina to enchanya miracles and so saying that apply in today's world. And then remember we see a woman miracles at saying it will never yasim. Me can want some last year. Now last year me can want some no. Na me woni ma bebre am gina so because how many times haven't we heard that pastors stage miracles? And I'm not going to lie. I mean, if you're watching me right now, won't say pastors be almost staging miracles? Just let me know. I'm not for staging miracles. Oh, the BBC documentary on TB Joshua's church. Haven't you all seen it? I mean, this is like one of the biggest churches in the world. Muchrim say what the musrado. When I'm winning in a free bar, zoomino. A one a free bar. Tia what the okona don sakebidia and one on when you are. Even in the synagogue by TB Joshua, there was a documentary that was proving said miracles in be stage. With that being said, men can't say Drogba the any stage. But my concerns I'm raising in the last year, no. Before I play the video, I would like to go through it again with you guys. Because Mr. John Piazza, aka Drogba of YOLO fame, has been going through this for a minute. Kind of minute in pop culture, but wayaria che. Yarena or yare, your friend is stiff person syndrome. Yarenu any particular edro. A multiple treatments any treatment in a buono. Wanama from no mujisika not less than $100,000 in a month. Yaria selling the onya ya. A man for the pictures be starting say circulating a man for say, hey, selling the onion, you know. Maybe I say produce a bit many selling the take the pictures in beer. Of Ohene said you know 2 no ya baba one and yare any soon mu said you na. Enya bete. Stiff person syndrome. Na Drogba ba ha no. Mene ne nkobo didiem no. O detail say yare no start free ni kwantia. Na every morning so beti na ni kopim say Yehowa be na adom amanatimi aka na ni agu so say order no. Efri ne kwantia ekosi ni sisi. Eye pain unending. Eye yaw a eni awieye. Like he feels so much pain and there's nothing that can relieve him of that pain. Saya unintino ontimi ntenase. Into almost always no so tenase kakra o se o peja ni mu no ye de oda. E so peja ni mu no o tren mu no oda form. Na pain ni so te kakra. Enye se eja you ete because he said that the pain doesn't stop. Some of the other things that were happening to him, he made it clear to us. Say, I mean, he walks on ante. And yes, a Drogba wa bubu dademu, ombubu dadem. Stiff person syndrome, no. It starts with the neck shaking. Osene de ne na ne kon no woso. E woso ana ne wa started twitch na beti say no. You say Mr. Also wo Drogba picture for to so na manfo hu de make na ho asemi. Drogba YOLO. YOLO Drogba. Aha, me da say. Yare di bia to Celine Dion no ni sister Celine Dion. Otimi didi mu ono we ya multiple award winning artist the Oscar bebreu. Yare to no wie no. Baby ohwehwan ko duru ye ni. Ono a Oscar no timi ye treatment no. Last hour sister Celine Dion ni. Last hour. But that's not even the case. Mr. Mam Drogba. Drogba se ne kon. E wo so safo chese onye so enye se bia obi abusa no question no ka no yesi you. W wo ho ana tini yesi sa. This is that fine gentleman that I'm talking about. This is the fine gentleman that I'm talking about. Why YOLO da you know Drogba, Brad Charles. On a fella mo. And I started fella makafui. When I started friend say YOLO farmhouse production. Nitini be wo so sa and e be so na beti. Inti na beti no so etwetch inti akoye te say from first look it looks like as when you stroke. You might think so when you stroke, and he told us say Nebusuafo na ne ma me kra adwen say stroke. Some people were attributing yare no to aduane die, ebi say lifestyle, ebi say no Charlie later because I'm made us pass all the picture we have to because you be call Dr. Bawumia campus so kakra because Honson sembi wo ha e wo say hwe ne solve. This is Drogba. Ontimi transintino former vice president call no na ote form or that form because otenasia pain na e wona chi no Jack anu eden enye ya oketwa na abrante ne namu no na ya wo ho ene enya ne ntie se Drogba akwa asori bi patro asori ni din kra de say ya me koya me so ICGC but Christ Embassy Church Christ Embassy Church Youth Wing Airport Youth Wing meboa na almost ne so no wo no ene e friend of Pastor Elvis no Pastor Enoch ona o trending pastor na o de medical amunyum nyina asa no go me na do sa so no fantastic ene megina ne so na me ne so no de won bia o say o so bana obe prove kakra. Okay, I say when the information got out, said Drogba nya ayaresa wa church ni no. Everybody was happy. Meboa. Because Drogba de nyina Brad Charles de nyina obi apese onya ayaresa. So everybody was happy. I was happy. Mr. of Pastor to so. Pastor Enoch. Where they say wa odin. Na da no anya sofu ni bi na twetwe twa hene. Went to me and ho aka de doso. And ho aka de doso. Pastor Enoch na that screen so no. It Edio. When the information got out obi ani age. But critically analyzing it no. I had spoken to Drogba some days before on the radio. Ewa Hits FM. Na nkomoni nyina de ma ne ba say he needs help, financial help, because yare no said etie no enura wo beto say bia wo betimanya pain relief for maybe 30 minutes 15 minutes bi na watimi a chia ho ato ada no enura wo beto no nyenuro ketwa. And he talked about all this thing on radio. As at that time, crowd and the kasa no crane munye. Into onwa and oba interview no kind. Say no kasa among fonte. Ebi oho kasa ne maame kra on te asem kra o ye dey o kana ato ne maame ne anisuo na maame ne su saa. Edio information am wa my adwen say me shield na me nka ni nyina no, but still na me de bi betum. Yankwa anim. Fast forward, yet me a diagnosis because we call hospital to hospital to hospital to hospital. You have your diagnosis say a stiff person syndrome and no natural. Inti say a honka, and ya de to a man for him say, I don't for a more baby a teacher in a bench. Baby, I will be ano. De nyamedia domo. Anaka cry nyamedia mount. So will be, nebi out here yolo. Now who bra Charles woman I said Drogba woman none who ye we nika or ma we je one way or the other. Now person you be ma ye the number 2 ho say obi anyi bi ma. That was the main motive for the interview that we had on Hits FM. And I had not seen the boy na yen shia da. Me person me kasa asem yi. Na yen shia da min shia no in min hu ne da. Me TV a me hwe no so and I say be a laptop a me hwe yolo so a na me shia ne da. Ba me tie ne kasa because me na me ne ye interview nti me tie kasa no. Ene said your kasa no me ana me hu ne say abrante ne ho mfa no. Yare to amanfo bebre started. I mean, it got a lot of people talking. It got social media, talking. Asamne Koya could do vice president Akachi because that time now a political season, and I'm sure maybe you used to they score political points, but also he did well because I think they made some donation. Make amount to be and producers the amount that Baumia Eyima. Drogba. I think it was, if my memory serves me right, should be around. It should be around 40,000 thereabout. It should be around 40,000 thereabout. Yeah. Okay, donation. Oh. Producers, mu figure na mami mon kai me. Okay, donation. There's a video to that effect as well. Amanfo Bebre from Vice President time, Amanfo Bebre so join a bandwagon and they were also donating and all that. Now donation started ya eba na kesie mu ananka. Obetimi anya bibia kura. Say, okay, say yare ame yare adumfo way ebi wo hokro mo de mato mu payroll so kra mo yere mo hwe me aboa me no anche e na story sa foforo sa pie mu online story na pie mu online se wanya na yaresa na me market time or started requesting for public funds and also public appeal for funds anytime friend say story of him being healed nearby ya me to am ya analysis na am say adi anhwa asembesi na 1 year ago and am here side editorial we opanyin is why ready abo side editorial na manfo ehwe bontin susuam pa say nyame mfa sama say enya story ni nya say ne ho ato no complete no say hia mo abiema how does he come out? Did the church also seek his approval before putting the video out? These are some of the questions. Church seek say, oh, Pacho, you made the video at Wabonte. And do they even know the complications that come with putting the video out? Because to most of the people that watch the video, they say Drogba is healed. Omo ankasa donation no mo nye dada. Pacho, so move follow conversation now, baby. I'm free bana. Omo ankasa donation no mo nye dada. And as I see, no, say, meaning donations are going to end. Yaria, it take you $281,000 to treat a month. Ohiya be 6 months. Bonting. Suswam passe. Nyame mfasam. But that's it. 1 year ago, miracle ne course no. Abia Nigeria no. and I mean Kwame Danebon. Some say, Mummy, dear way you. Na ekoba se abrantie no enya yaresa ena ne nsa kaaye e basa na wa stop no wa mamamfo a na omu yi bia boa no wa ma omu nyina agyae e basa abeden abrantie na tima survival. Mind you, we are say it no yare bet regardless of skabia wa boa no da ho yare bi betima bow obekọ hospital mienu pe ana obekọ baako pe saska ni nyina behye regardless of said ye waboa wo ho wo de wo si wiase nyina ye wo de ana wo de wa peska guo oh daachi na daachi me so yare bi betima to ana asemi betima si one day all your life savings can move away. All your life savings can dry. Men for mon kwachire mo kai say endrumra bi titi nyame mfa ne kransie ye taxi driver e wo ho a ne atese waba say oba besre amanfo so omoma niska meboa. How many times didn't Titi come out to appeal for funds? How many times? It should tell you that the cost of medication or the cost of treatment for certain illnesses challenge thing. And regardless, Obeka say bia nipa kro no oyekohwini na sika ye jijima we na Obeka say nipa na yekohwini because me nim kra no me hu Drogba e Drogba ako e was say week or miensa e Drogba ako ni say no eno ye one medication out of a lot to side Drogba ako no week bi e was so miensa ba ako say one a year was say the one 1,300 one fee I want to say fee 1,003 multiply 3 times a week by a month. Enti se nipa memua adofo memua. Ha, Jesus. And it all ended because he went to a church seeking for God's favor and God's hand in his healing process. So don't for bad duma buano. Papa Yesu, Ototrobonsu, your boy Rianinsu, or bad duma buano. Said the nano or bana moje tuni, or coso ne garment anoa, Otimiana Yarisano, Drogba expect to say, Kodrunya mianimua, nen sabekana Yarisa. Now, not just any ayarisa, a kronkron ayarisa, a total healing. That was what he was looking for. This is me, my observation. From I can tell you today, the boy is still in pain because one was still now. No, are you in pain right now? I said, yes, that is why I had to call for cushions. Into okay say ye video no. We had to pause. Sir, omdi cushion beba be share na chi say. And it's not like he's on your be entimi trans your kind or so metima trans. But we are paying and we are there. Ne was so ye day. Or daho. And I can show you before him going to the church. This is a video of Drogba on Nante Patrobo video no. Drogba on Nante. This is him. He walks.
My mother was healed from pain from her legs.
This is the man on the way to church. On it Jeffrey Note. He walks.
My mother was healed from pain from her legs.
He's walking.
My mother was healed from pain.
Now confusion in our bem, and this is timer. I was a see. Yes, osa akapuma was so dem. Munima akapumasa. Gen Z for Asabi near friend akapuma. Osa was so dem. Who dem and let us say finally with your boom. Drogba was sorry why I say healing cause healing healing service. He said it in the interview, so I can also say it, right? Yeah. Sir, they came approaching him. Amo banho, asoy for no, e banho say, does he have something to testify? As who will be able testify? I saw amo banho be 2 or 3 times. Me anya na me kan e wo interview him. Ada na sorry a sebe ayarefo bebre aba ho. Ada na ono nkwa na mo kɔ no so sa. Me question number 1 no. That's my first question. Or a celebrity. Okay. Now wabe jina dom nanim. Because he said it himself that he was feeling better. He was not anxious anymore. Because of anxiety, na onya nintino. Se ose o nante no no nko anam ho no de face mask e kata nanim a otimi nante ko ba bi opeso okobia. One can we interview him. But ose say moment amanfo be hu se oyi mask na amanfo hu se e onu Drogba no nam ho a. Anxiety nintino, the illness plays a trick on him that he can't walk. E ho na no no abubu. When people get to see him, and he said it, I'm going to use the same words. Or say, whenever he gets sad or he gets too happy, either emotions, you know, ontimi nkasa ye. And no, or no one can ask him. Or no one can ask him. Inti, seneniji pia, and answer the real whoopia, ontimi nkasa. And non chesa on kaso. Wabetra say dim kwa 1 hour. Good. When your friend abejina hona or can yebusa ne say how do you feel? And a Drogba here say or babe can asem no. Now in the heat of the moment, mind you, there is somebody who is just recovering from anxiety. Asem kro person can went me anko me pese ehwe video ni ye. Ni ehwe de si wa sorry dem on that day. Me patcho bo video no. I'm one casem nan wie and I sorry what we are see yes why eh wana yes why and one hallelujah amen and one every time and that moment has now become a problem for the young man. That particular moment, I went to me and cancer because even that crowd, there were 2 things that happened in the church. One that never got to see the day of light because CSC healing there, CSC. The next thing is do something that you were not previously known to me yet. Inti se sorry area we obi a untimi nante aye wo crutches yeje yes kwa as evident to prove say when you are no. They asked him to walk and jump went to me anye but that one never came out. When he came here I could see say he has a certain level of respect and admiration for the man of God and the church. Christ Apostolic mebwa. He has that Christ Embassy, Mr. If I mess it up, Christ Embassy. He has that level of respect and admiration for them. And you know, nekasa yemu nyina I say blogger no, blogger the blogger who put it out. Now bloggers they head and amoko pek dem crowd sorry. Bloggers mo peden wa sorry. The video that got out first was the one that I showed you, meaning the person was in the church. Fast forward, the church also released an official video. So as much as he wants to talk and express his concern about the blogger who leaked it, me blogger biao. Church ne dia ne more credible. church in the more, how should I put it? Like it has more authority. Because I saw any fast video no in the edit or more online platforms. And it got out there that Drogba has been healed. That was it. Drogba and Yana Yarisa a Christ Embassy Youth Wing Airport. Now who benefits when there is a healing or not BBC Koswa? Who am I benefiting? And yeah, sorry, no. And I'm not going to lie. Unless we are all going to be hypocrites, I am sorry the benefit here. If not for anything, it served as an advertising package or advertising tool for the church. Meanwhile, the young man, as reported, and yes, sir, we all saw it. We all saw it. Do you know what is happening now? I don't for ni abuafo na omuyi sika e de support no people that were supporting him. They've not. They've decided to quit because you've been healed. You've been healed. Yeah, how you are. Intimidate them you na me de brel. Yes, how you are. So for as how you are. Charlie. This issue hey, a cut across. A man for bebre will be a shisha omu. A man for bebre was our issue where bebre a shisha man for bebre home, and they can't say it because okwaka say see a bear so we bunyaye. And I want to say there a friend saying nyame hon kronkron ne adwuma. On tiase onya spiritual unigidie. But this is not about that. This has nothing to do with faith. Oh. No. The moment that publication, the moment the church had the guts to put out a video bearing the young man's image, Sahili now said there was the church should be blamed and the church should take over. A yani daily, a friend is saying, medical care, the church should take over. I'm telling you. And this is the gospel truth. This is the hardest truth that will also be captured on. Christ Embassy, Youth Wing Airport. This is the gospel truth that you guys have caused him to lose all friends saying, I'm on for now almost supporting you. Healing go through hey, hallelujah. But I'm go through. And like I said earlier, I'm not saying say miracles ni ho. I do not have the power to say that. But clearly the young man is still not well. What is the church doing about it? Blogger they mean to be blogger they make anyway. Because there were multiple accounts that posted it on social media. Fabia Minipa Twilight or post to here. Obia post to be. So who do we blame in this case? There's a video of Pastor Enoch. Nwaka say Drogba video. He told a friend is saying the church media team not to post it. Okay, but they ended up posting it. Once they've posted it, once people have seen it coming from a credible source, like that of the church, please do the needful. Do the needful. Because the young man is going through it. Or fem. The man is going to Abrabon or fem. He's going through his... Charlie, you have no idea. Now imagine say Utiya or Yampo. Now I lasted more than 3 or 4 hours. Utiya or Yakeke. Utiya ya. And I say, oh baby, you won't say baby or ya or night baby or ya. Now I lasted more than 3 or 4 hours. That guy is in pain from Nekonha the thing that supports your whole body, from the conhase to the back. Yo, can you imagine the type of pain that this young man is in? 24. God damn it. And we want to sit and act as if it is above as a territory where they wouldn't mean call because of what some Canadian. No. I'm blaming the church. And what again? What is with this healing? Your video no what is that? What's the purpose of it? If not for marketing, what is the purpose of it? Now, everybody can school me in the comment section. Come through, school me. I've opened myself. School me. What is the main reason of say I saw be a near video for them? What's the purpose? What is the reason? Virus o minimum say be asori omun twa video. Omun Church of Christ omun ni camera ho. Mun to camera na mun twa bi. Mun kra mun nya yaresa. Boss video no mami.
The person said, we didn't ask him. The person said, I feel better. Now me put a word for him out.
Sure. I find it very hard. I find it very hard to walk in public. Like anytime I'm alone, I can move slightly. But when I'm in public, I find it very hard to walk.
He cannot sit.
He cannot sit for it. So when you take him normally, when you take it to church, he has to sit and then you stand or lay on something for some time.
But he's been sitting.
But he has been sitting throughout the time we got into this.
The world hates you is because they hate me. He said, if they did not hate me, they will not hate you.
Charlie. It's for want of a better word, meaning how far church, you know, acco in terms of sebia klemu say asa obi yare wa asafo mu ana say asa obi yare wa church mu if they do follow ups, what I say, if they do checkups on people like that, because if they don't, then it's a means some be what I may swallow, because I want to raise Drogba again. I want to get to him again and ask him if say church, you know, they've come to his aid in these times. If not, you can't dream. You can't dream because it's too much. Kojovi is saying, Charlie, I haven't been able to watch your interview with him. It's so hard, bro. Shouts going out to you, Kojovi. Check him out on YouTube. He's also doing amazing over there. Wonderful content creator. Was here aftercare in terms of healing is often inadequate, and I'm speaking as someone who works for a church. And also schooling me a little bit about testimonials. It's usually for testimonials. Since the 70s, every time there's a healing, they film it and they show to others what is possible. Yeah, I get it. But so idea so it's a content for public consumption, right? That is what is I'm being made to believe right now. So testimonials in the church are content for public consumption. But do you seek approval from the people before putting it out there? Because as it stands now, Kujovi, I can't pick up my cameras and then come to you right now and just video you and put you on. No, I can't do that. I need approval. I need your approval. Another fact we rat church on unquadie. Yeah, like I have no one to blame, although Drogba is or blame bloggers and maybe blame church straight away. So unless I get Drogba again and then he tells me, say, oh, the church has been looking out for me, and they're fair enough, yeah, I'm cool. But if the church I'm sure have a conversation, there will be a need for us to even put it out there, because there were people who came out, right, to say the healing of Drogba no more hobby real, because right after it I'm for say, oh, settings. That is when the next Sunday the pastor had to come out to clarify with that video. There's this dancer, girl, yeah, Lisa. She was also reported of saying, say, Drogba healing, it was medically verified in the church. How? She said it. There are stories of her, Lisa no Babonte Bekan. And if I tell you the follow-up story with respect to that, Charlie, you guys go weep. But Mama rappers are issue way up. It's just unfortunate. I think the church should do the needful. They need to own up by being the number one group of people who have caused, because as it stands now, Bamia made a certain donation. And Ochiremu say, Obesa Babe Twaso. What I say? Bamia call on your donation. And also Obesa Babe Twaso. Now, so what near catch and say, no what on better or baby you have a penny. Or baby you have a penny. There were companies. I asked him, was it there were big people who reached out, said they wanted to help, and some started actually giving him money. And the church that used Drogba's healing and testimonial as an advertising tool. Moti Hokwa, Debbie, come out. Christ Embassy. Airport youth wing, come out. Mumpiemra, do the needful, and I'll follow this case. Do the needful, because the boy is suffering. Me the best I say on this issue. Oh, BBK, I'll come into the comment section and I'll read it for public consumption. Oh, bad. Kaisoa sign it. Could you see the follow-ups there? Charlie is slacking in the church. And Charlie, the whole concept safe. The whole idea. It doesn't sit well with me. What do I say? Nipa no say sana yare wo ho. Na oko no edi adansia. I think it's, but this looks too, maminja no man ka say bonsam timimu. Maminja mbaba ka say bonsam timimu. Ma say DJ Slim dey so ya bonsam nipa on the wiase. On the say we wiase nipa na say sa. Enzo we hwem na me ye chen bebre o. Ampo. We hwem na me ye chen bebre. Anyway, coming to the comment section now, if you also found the twice, so now let me jump on to the next story. Yeah, wrap up week in entertainment stories about and I think one of them that caught my attention was also the fact that there's been 5 people that have been granted a diplomatic passport. And it's a story that I chanced on Ghana Web. And it says the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, on September 17, 2025, through the Ministry honored some 5 Ghanaian personalities in the creative arts industry with a diplomatic passport. Now, the personalities who were handed the diplomatic passports are travel content creator Udemaya, Grammy-nominated reggae musician Rocky Dawini, media entrepreneur Anita Eskin, artist Ibrahim Mahama, entrepreneur Denta Amwati. Now, this article will explore the brief profile of these 5 personalities who have been honored with a diplomatic passport. It goes on to, shed light on them. I mean, Udemaya, real name Bertold Kobe Winkler Akon, popularly known as Udemaya, was born on the 3rd of March in 1990. It goes on to give more details of them, but we already know. I think the most important part of it is, they've been granted a diplomatic passport and it's in line. These people are distinguished people. I'm not sure so Obi War Ghana has here our problem or the Obi War issue with any of the people, the 5 people that were mentioned. I'm not sure so Obi War problem with I'm not sure. That says what problem? Nah, man. Udemaya, excellent guy. Excellent guy. Always putting Ghana on. Mwah. Rocky Dawuni, always coming back to give knowledge of whatever he's learned out there to the masses over here. Excellent. Mwah. Anita Eskin, she's doing great. Yakase a plug denta. Plug. Denta. Denta crowd on your plug, we free plug on a transformer mua. Ampo. Denta or a transformer like on a man phone in a fat power free the mua say. Because where big up to Denta, one for Denta. Charlie, one for Denta. One for Denta. Way too much. Way too much. No, then Taddy way too much. Nah. I no cry. I see a man, friends and passport to too. Then Taddy also diplomatic and man passport to me. And by the laws of Muchrimwa regarding and answer the advantages of holding a diplomatic passport, I'm sure most of you will know about it. It gives you, if you want access to certain countries, once you submit your diplomatic passport, it gives you a certain level of credibility. Because recently, even Menyesho says sometime now with the Mayan Sakan diplomatic passport, but he has complained several times of certain countries. I know a person he wasn't even given access. His content that he did in Botswana, it took him forever to get access to Botswana. It took him like forever. There was another country that recently or twice saw apply, I think Australia, and he got bounced. A man farmer, Udemaya. And wherever he goes, he tells you that I'm from Ghana, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Excellent guy. It's high time he gets a diplomatic passport. Now, when you become a diplomatic passport, it gives you a certain level of immunity in certain countries as well, and a certain level of protection as well. So these are the added advantages of having a diplomatic passport. They deserve it. Every single one of the 5 people that had the diplomatic passport given to them during the week, they deserve it so much and more. Ibrahim Mahama, the artist, not the president's brother, the artist. He's also doing amazing. But do you know that the art museum Newa North is one of the biggest tourist centers in Ghana? Like, among for tourist eco-pa. Now, if you do not understand the importance of it, I'll break it down for you. What do I say? We are saying now, Ghana, through tourism from 2019, right? Started with a foot traffic of 600,000 people. That is at the end of the year, of which they were able to generate, I think that report had $2.5 billion. Now, if you do the math, the foot traction in Ghana, increase from 2019 till say. In fact, as of last year, mid-year, $3.5 million halfway through the year. And that is the amount of money that tourism is bringing into the country. So if you have somebody like this who commands a big tourist site, an art museum, or not, and tourists are flying over there spending because oba one funny dime to obey that hotel. They will buy souvenirs, they will buy this. If they are spending and injecting hard cash into our system, we are getting foreign exchange and all that. I mean, these are people that we need to actually give diplomatic passport to. And I'm so glad that this government actually made it public. The diplomatic passport name and the other side of the conversation, and a little bit political, but hey, once it's for the culture, let me just chip it in. Because when you say diplomatic passport, so they can recall it. You remember what happened the last time when NPP for sorry free so I recall it. When my man for a diplomatic passport, I'm telling you. And this is not me shading any political party. It happened during the NPP era. The number of people that were given diplomatic passport. See a body in the beach. We am crab show nana. We am best show. Some will argue, say, oh, there are other people that are also deserving of this diplomatic passport because of their contribution to brand Ghana. Do I believe that Nipa 5 pen or deserve Ghana? No, there are more people that are also putting Ghana on one way or the other that also deserve the diplomatic passport to ease their movement in and out of the country. Also to help them get access to certain places that they can pitch brand Ghana to. I so believe that there are more people out there. The contribution of Sarkodie in building a year of return can never be underestimated. That small second so could be it stage in so catch artists in Ghana and look at the rippling effect of that. I mean, if you are giving Sarkodie a diplomatic passport, I'll sit here and say, yo, it's a step in the right direction. Because who knows the other platform that you want to step on and promote brand Ghana? Obiang Mano, Okonbiti or Kojin Award. He could have been selfish like any other person. And just not even selfish. Selfish is a big word. He could have just gone there and forgotten about even putting Ghana on. But Odru, when he saw a bigger picture and was like, yo, come home. Ofre Ekono. He started name dropping. Mom Refi way. Chance Brefi. Have you seen Chance the Rapper's interview with Cam Newton? Where he's talking about Ghana and bigging Ghana up? Have you guys seen it? You might not understand it. Maybe now you're a taxi driver, you're a trotro driver, or you're Uber driver. When these tourists come into the country, you are going to get job. Maybe on that faithful day, maybe at the taxi now, when you'll be unfano. Once you trawatum. When hard cash is injected into the economy, everybody benefits. Business starts to run. Money is exchanging hands. So listen, there are people who have done that. Are no more expected. If they are giving that, yo, it's a step in the right direction. So I'll tip for this. But during Saturday, Shatter also posted. And I'll congratulate because people are congratulating with the Maya. Or more no. Shatter also supposed to be. Also congrats with the Maya. Please tell Honorable I also need one. Okay. Chassis. Charles, Oya Osheda. Charles Osheda. Someone say Osheda there. Like, do you guys accept? No, I just want to find out. Do you guys accept say Osheda? No, but Mojitu say Osheda. I just want to find out, like Mojitu because he's just playing. And I'm not here to say he doesn't deserve it, but how the man or coin? No, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. Don't get me wrong. Or coin. Go on call baby for be you need on call baby. And Accra Kumasi yemfa any trabum any yemfa diplomatic passport na call. O ko se hwi ayi empatuam unhia diplomatic passport. Chase die udi na chia. That's my best friend. That's the guy. My best friend. Oshada. Until also chori use a laughing emoji ewechiri. Oshada because when him say onko be bia. Oni be bia ko. Oni be bia ko ti. Ono akariero. Ono asaya resre. Because obi a buku for show a friend say osi a buku show Washington afi explanation tin biasa to aso. I mean let's in all honesty, Mr. Emo, how many international shows have you seen, or they're just international travels? And I shot in the let's say in the last 3 to 4 years. How many? What him say? Sometimes on maybe yes worry of one son. No I hear dear. So worry of one son, hear dear. And I say we are saying so no. Maybe I will say oh hamutia. What I say? Why do you say okonfo okoje okonfo eyere efri nisem? But okonfo no obema ni mutia no so abe fauto. There be a house stone boy na traveling tour artist. Ave travel wasama ba. Uzungo. Say there be a house no. Say see e promo mutu kwan ya mo eko promote Ghana ni acha o ma de. Service wo. So, yakwaka, omuntiase da. Sase mo yakwaka, omuntiase o. Se, unim. Na so obi akura wo private jet kura say unhia passport. O de mo se me boa, so okọ Jamaica o catch mo say o private jet. Let's watch the video. O de enko. Yeah, video.
Yeah,
no, because you know if private jets can come on the runway like that.
Yeah.
No, because you know if private jets can come on the runway like that.
Yeah.
Then it's real, you know.
Yeah.
Jamaica needs to give him that honor, you know, because you know it's a historic, you know, moment for Vice Cartel and for him to have all these jets, you know, land, you know. I myself bought a jet, so you know you should know, like you know.
You have a jet?
Yeah.
Big up. You have a jet?
Yeah.
Big up. Yeah.
No, because you know if
Chaz, oh wow. Chaz, or hard dream too much. At the idea we are okay, and unya de wo. No, we tell you, menti idea we are okay, no. And then because we are winning so an apart one or kind of antiasia. Ebi an apart one no antiasia. Or say yes. You have a jet or say yes. How? No, me say me dream ho or complicating ho. There be a chance, yeah. No akofa asema no sade abeto ho. Obi also work private jet. Was why was say a phrase Ibrahim say or mount jet. O dey hear that video no.
He says unless John Drawing mama. Yes. And my uncle, you don't know my uncle's mind. So that my uncle. Honorable Ibrahim Mama, please, this is your son, please. This month is my birthday, please. This month is my birthday. I want you to give me a private jet. I want to drive it myself. I want a private jet. I just want to drive it. I want to do sea attrition at the airport. Please.
It's Orugo Kofi Anaway. Charles Niama. We Kofi Anaya Wanade. They been a woman. What hard dream to do? Said your hard dream, no. Obey Quabna. Said your hard dream, obey Quabna. What hard dream too much? Nipa be grand, ye na just be grand, my brain. Me dey say my brain. Who the diplomatic passport here dey? Who dey here dey? Oh. But there's an issue we see as here. I mean, there are other people who also feel that there are certain names that were not mentioned and never said them. And I'll jump onto that one because Nana Aba Anamwa, also known as the girls prefect, also shares said Mark Brown should have been included on the diplomatic passport list. And in an article that I have here on Ghana Web, it says, following the conferment of diplomatic passports on 5 Ghanaian creatives by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, media personality Nana Aba Anamwa has expressed a belief that Nana Mark Brown deserves to be included in the list. Now, she was speaking on UTV's United Showbiz. Nana Aba explained that if there had been room for additional name, Mark Brown would have been her top choice. She emphasized Mark Brown's massive influence among Ghanaian communities abroad, noting that the impact on the diaspora is both deep and far-reaching. Nana Aba also argued that Mark Brown's inclusion would have brought greater balance to the selection, particularly as a creative who champions the use of local Ghanaian languages in media. She pointed out that all 5 current recipients are English-speaking personalities and warned that the list could risk appearing elitist if it fails to represent creatives who promote local languages. Well, she has a point. This is what she said. My pick would have been Nanama Mark Brown easily because Nanama wields a certain power in the diaspora. For Ghanaians abroad, she's loved across the world in the Ghanaian communities, and you cannot underestimate her impact. So I think there would have been representation from the sector, the local languages, and all that. That is what she's trying to say. She has Mark Brown's inclusion. I mean, I'm a big Mark Brown fan. But let me deal with Nanaba Namwa. The conversation of English speaking, no. Yeah, but Anita Eskin is bilingual. I mean, she's fluent in French and all that. Or to French, to English, et I'm trying to understand a point because if it's promoting brand Ghana, which is the goal, then the people who are supposed to go get it or go tell the world should be able to communicate in a language that they can also understand. And if I'm wrong, you guys should let me know in the comment section. Because I say me nkoton ade me boa, right? Me wo fie no mama me your friend saying ice water say me nkoton. Me nkoton no he, mo se me nko mo shi zongo. Ku, mo shi zongo no so mo house na mo kan ho me boa. Say me kwa na me nte house, how would I be able to communicate and tell them that this is the product that I have? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Because if I'm to sell a product, if that is why I'm saying if, say the main reason for conferring and answer, giving these people creatives diplomatic passport is to sell brand Ghana. That means they should be able to communicate in a language that the people understand. So their ability to speak English, it's not even a factor that you should be like. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because that should be a requirement. It should be a requirement. Say also to me take us out more. So imagine, right? If Sarkodie jumped on a BET stage and was speaking Twi throughout, and I said no can't and crying, and I can't Igbe. How would Chance the Rapper understand what he's saying? But they all understood it because he communicated to them in a language that they also understand. So I think a reason. With that being said, I'm not against the fact that Mark Brown should say be a free man as a visa. No. That is not what I'm saying. No. That is not what I'm saying. Cry. But I'm just saying, say her reason for saying, say, as I acquire who what want to bro for my passport to be no. If they are giving the passport and they have a particular assignment for you to do, right? Assignment on person and say, okay, go and also encourage Ghanaians living abroad to also return. What I say that you can say oh, and yes, sad I am for be or tio mokasa and so on home. But per the no. If it is sending the good message of Ghana out there, you need to communicate in the language that they can all understand, and that has to be English. I'm sorry. Or French or Spanish. I'm sorry. Look at the plugs that in our music sector and our creative sector, the entire Omaba, Harvey Macy Jr. of the CEO of Grammys. I'm not sure the entire approached him speaking Frafra or Hausa or Tree. No, it has to be English. It's an about where you need a child baby, and I'll be a child explaining my metia say baby and now free bar. Yeah, I really want to understand it. Like I said, I am not against Mark Brown because I'm a big Mark Brown fan. I'm so big, say. Magina's platform we are so. Actually, reasons why we free UTV United Showbiz issues were about program. But before a little side note and some wrapping up on the diplomatic passport thing. Have you guys also noticed that the UTV United Showbiz still has the montage of Miss G running on it? Miss G images were montage and so. But Miss G Krona Ankasa, she's currently in the country Ghana, but working with another media outlet. Patrose Munimsa. What's going on between Miss G and UTV? I thought she was but Mahusa the content viewer I say she has a studio, she has Nelai I say BB because Miss G ne a United Showbiz a BB because picture no fatu show the people. Yeah, I see a tumria you. I say in a physical, yeah, I need the man physical. She's here on cover be our Ghana ya. About TGME. And she has a show on another TV. The show is called Just Being Us, season 1, with Miss G. But on call a year. Live and a question. Sa question mark with Mr. Mama man for nyawe. Why? Mufa man for. That's a little bit of a side note. And I'm starting them, but yedibesiasi and chibia. Let me wrap up with the week's one of the biggest stories that occurred during the week. That has to be dossier of Nana Asante Hima. Now Kumasi and as Ashanti region there on a Thursday, no dear. Now I been say we be no. And let's say we so mum ne be now so crap PI betchen. What him say that thing was okay for the Gen Zs. No mum said them who be that because the last time it happened was like 9 or 10 years ago. Ache asante yima ba ko bi free mu no. They no wo answer na we ba no. Ache be 10 years. Ebe bro. Yeah. Oh, ache. So now man for baby, I mean the whole cultural exhibition and all that for the Gen Zs, they were like, oh wow, na Sante, na say. I mean, if say what Shanti region da, it is not new to you, but it's also refreshing. It is not new, but it is refreshing because you get to also see stuff and I hear stuff unhubi or like what once a match. And I say be an ebia unhubi dampa, you also get to see it. Now the na mimi hubi that was the Tepabane the house that is purported to be say in Korabia or more a certain level of birthmark bia omunyina babechia otekokoswo on the faithful day ababetra bedwem. Now I don't know if you have that video nkwadana omunyina say fita bi tata o mapampam. I don't know if you've seen that video. Virus was that video no? It was minimda and this is somebody that grew up in Ashanti region, you understand? So it was a bit strange for me. Say me TV bisa and they were telling me that if I me busa opinion bi and I know no so chire me say like they are more like river ye deities. One was adding me person me chire mu how am beti matiase ye special yesre omu free nsuo ho. One was adding and then one was say omu so white mark no omu nyina mapampam say o any omu nine. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's one of the things that shocked me. I hear the whole ceremony and I say, and only shocking me. Papa. I'm not so. Me patch on my screen so. Wow, this is the youngest of them. Tepabania himfi. Nkwara na ehye white ni nyina. Nkwara na ehye white ni nyina. Nkwara na ehye white ni nyina. Omsoro mu free nsi o me bo. Okay. Hey. Uhia wo na akose akwada free ni ho a. Oh, okay. Wow. It's in Kwadani nyina anye se ba nipa ba akoma. Unrelated. But they have the same birthmark at the same place. Ha. Where GBB di wate? GBB di wo wiase. GBB di pa wo wiase. Now there we mama highlights of Niama ekwoso ho eye konfo ba ku bi nso a opie mu ho a okoma ni interpreter. It seems so yeah or interpret ade no em so ja word ba ku bi wom na ama konfo na ni anye konfo na hwe na sum right in front of Otumfo or sound a word of caution. Right in front of Otumfo. Yeti ane taw. Physical. Me memoire sa video no. Now before I jump onto that video, the naysayers on social media had with respect to the Tepabane ahimfie nkwada no. It's called vitiligo. That's a skin disorder. Vitiligo. Vitiligo, you know, I've seen it before, and I think the first time that I heard of it had to be with the late and legendary Michael Joseph Jackson. Ono na mete se no West Higher any be. Oti mre bi say Michael Jackson akwo share machine bi ma akwo run skin. No, one corona skin. It gives you light patches on the skin. Now, spread it into a bit more tuntum. A started better on a cocoa spread. Yeah, even one say one day I formatted the skin in now. What done a white. So Michael Jackson, the one of the one case of that. But my idea a boss of my dream is how say it's like the same place. Because vitiligo the ebi way to be yan a bosso. What I say, how say omuninano a yeni 3 and 9. It's the same. It's the same amongst all of them. Or the white patch be too trim, nor the white patch are too kotodwe. It's the same amongst all of them. Kojovi is here saying it's a skin condition. It's the same thing Michael Jackson had. I didn't know that in Asante they were considered to be gods. Exactly. Me matis asking this one, but mine is how is it adiano the same place for all of them. That's the interesting part. That's the interesting part of it. But anyway, you wrap it up. No, me so always have video. No, for two men. Or conform na no, or conform ne interpreter. Nanebo, no church. No see a drew wa. Asembia make a be a trim. So say about say omon kasa. Science, say ye grown to pine, ye grown treneno. Eba sanas, until ordinary science saying, you see, TN ye, she, and ordinary sa to atun or say, she, ordinary such a form. A unit is a kind of graduate or form. No, say, Musa no starting ye mistakes, no, so one, no. To go through a cassia no hono. And I say, okay, say it here. Or can't say na, or ya. Now we are Baba Chassis. Interpreter na Baba Chassis. Ha. Good. No city. Manento. Okay, see no. O Chassis munuma brand so ntiasem no. Already. Obe di mama nisi bo ya. Pow o se there be kan nyina nya sa na me kan no. Oi, adware adin do you know the fun part of Saturday we munyina azuzu? Akwamne te konso e bia da do e wadamfo pa o. So woni ma because I have a friend or e konfo. Se kom ne ba na o start so o tu shiregu no so nana minti min kon ho ba etikwa dia chale ya boy what's up da bi o onya what's up o unti min be tricking size me hwe masum enwie me da bi ana kom ne ba so a mo ne jot so nim sa now first now so jot back off. First I saw you talk on for. Ha! Eba on. Eba mo tre jot to. And not first no more jot to be an diplomat. Diplomat. Aha, diplomat. And then it be free a company ye maneba. Aha. And there's also a story of a brand tebia aquanium conphobia. Why? Aquanium conphoba. I hope it's a udane. Now, I brand a story and enter with the bedroom. But you're happy up and anyway. Now, Yado Bibiase, as you see, I'm an Okase, United States of America, Seattle, Roland, and Murphy. Omatanasi or more head in the Omneboga Spanky. Omatanasi or more head in the information. You're too free as you're too free Ghana GH. And a common munina, CCA or Chacha, baby, Mobia. Enche be saba be toamo ho beba at that time they be full house into Spanky na cleaning other parts of the house no na say aho kese pa e ba ho I'll give massive shouts going out to fella Tough Soul. You're watching us. You're saying, say, "Mema who tickets in the back." So tickets, for Rapaholic, and we're giving all of them out. In fact, Street is watching. We're giving out 100 tickets. Yadika chebi pa. Yadika chebi, but you search more. Week way our channel way. So until unyan subscribe and content be at the twice I will end with a question. No, answer question at the end of the content now. Na afi yaba abejo number and then we send you the digital version of it. More of the in fact I'm fine say 50 of the tickets will be reserved on the Saturday no mo be share ye be Friday we be call YFM on a Friday be chebi YFM and Saturday no so you better chebi so gate to ankasa nti hu obi o street is watching t-shirt or share ne chebia or Roshi Sani Pakono betumi ama obi. We are here to support Kinsak as he makes history in Kumasi by filling Kumasi Sports Stadium, Baba Yara Sports Stadium. We are supporting him 100%. All the artists are much show interest to come on board to support. God richly bless you. And on behalf of the team here in Ghana, me DJ Slim, me jina microphone, ni manasa me tena microphone yechi me kasa Abrante onam den be signing out. Abrante onam den be signing out. On behalf of team ni nyina me am Ghana ase na na twetwe matwa hene any 36 any Ghana ase omo United States of America boga spanky on also so SBA yedamase. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love and support. But we're living in the hands of one event that happened on a Thursday. Abra otekwa so ka say ye nyina o say me nananom mo nyina mo nkoda na yenya amamre ewo Kumasi anase Ashanti region yenya amamre ne enkope krabre ema Nana Asante Hima Abrante ba ku bi de o so original said da o say ono so yesa nko agimi kra akwane se debut o se na Asante Hine no ono kura oye hwan. Now we will show you before and after. Mahu ye bioma bye bye. Mo fa yanko
adea me tun for me tumi wo Asante region so me wo tumi wo Asante region so iti me ka obi abeda kwasi afo mini me nae momra me nae mona amase me aprafo na chimifo no momra adea me ka na obi akwakwada chimifo na be deda o me na menam street ni mo Asantefo chimifo munim nyansa Asantefo ankasa nyansa bia ni omutirima chimifo nko a mo asefo chafo ajimifo tina makwase afu we control mo so mo ajimi odu mic no mi jimi no ni di penyin bia tembu nyankopon ena mama ko nyankopon be ena ode me asa ode me kan sa nsem ni nyina isira mo fanche me ka sa nsem ni ko tu facha tu mo ka se ni ni ye no ti be kura no munya de o tu bo ba ya o ti be no mura cho mura ye kan ye o ye dai kasa de kasa de kasa na wa ne ne se na o kasa mama abobla se na o kasa o kasa no anu de kasa ye watch out
Sophia.